Hidden beneath the sands of time lies a mystery so vast, it challenges everything we think we know about the origins of one of the world's greatest wonders. Were the pyramids simply tombs for Egypt's mighty kings, or are they a map to the stars, built by a civilization far older than we ever imagined? Prepare to journey into the unknown, where ancient secrets and forgotten wisdom await, and nothing is as it seems. In this episode, we unravel the controversial theory that the pyramids were not built during the dynastic era, but thousands of years earlier by a people whose knowledge of the cosmos could rewrite the history books. On the other hand, Bauval's theory connects the pyramids to the stars. It proves that the pyramids were built on the west bank of the Nile not for sunset, but they represent the stars located west of the Milky Way. Also, it proves that the pyramid builders were of star religion, not Sunday. Such findings would weaken the theory that the pyramids were built during the Dynastic Period. Secondly, Bauval's theory that the pyramids were built before 10,000 BC would dismantle everything written in the past 200 years in Egyptology. Thousands of papers, journals, books, and documentaries, not only about Egyptian history but about the history of the entire world, would have to be revisited. And as we said, according to Manetho, ancient Egyptian civilization extends thousands of years before the Dynastic Period. It's quite possible that the pyramid builders were in one of the earlier eras, of either demigods, or Shemsuhor, or of any other unknown period for that matter. Some of you might ask, why don't we just use the carbon-14 dating method to determine the exact age of the pyramids and relieve ourselves from guessing? Determining the age of an item using carbon-14 datings was discovered in the 1940s. And is still used to determine the date of excavations. Determining the age of an item using carbon-14 can only be done on organic material from an excavation. It could be hair or bone from a mummy, or even just wood or food remnants. If there are no organic materials found, then C14, unfortunately, cannot be used to identify the age of an artifact. Thus, when C14 tests are performed, they cannot be performed on rocks, but only on any surrounding organic material. In regards to the famous Egyptologist Dr. Mark Lehner, on his website was a prolonged interview on C14. Dr. Mark Lehner believes that the pyramids were built around 2500 BC. He claims that there's no easy way to determine the age of the pyramids using C14. On that note, what do you think they did when they tried to determine the age of the pyramids using C14? They measured the age of the solar boats because they were made of wood and organic material. They also measured potteries with dried food remnants around the pyramids. Not to mention also measuring spikes of wood stuck between the rocks of the pyramids, since rocks are not organic. The solar boats, food debris, and also the skeletons found around the pyramids all were determined to be of the age between 2500 BC to 3000 BC, as several periods went by around the pyramids. And things they found, including workers' tombs, could be after the pyramids were built, and there's no solid proof to link them to the construction of the pyramids. In the Nubian Museum in Aswan, a very rare artifact was found. An ostrich egg from the Naqada dynasty was found circa 4500 BC. This egg was discovered in one of the tombs in 1907. If we take a closer look, we'll find a drawing of 3 pyramids that look like the Giza pyramids and a river like the Nile. If you take a look at the pyramids from the south, you will find that the 3 pyramids are on the west bank of the Nile and that their sequence is identical to that on the egg. If you take a look at the pyramids from the south, you will find that the 3 pyramids are on the left bank of the Nile and that their sequence is identical to that on the egg. We'll also find that the river drawn on the egg is wide at the north and narrow at the south, which mirrors the Nile. The identification note says it was from 4500 BC. The official opinion is that it's just a coincidence and it doesn't represent the Giza pyramids. So many people, amateurs, and professionals had the same concern about the egg, and they all insisted that this egg is live proof that the pyramids are far older than their announced age. So we have seen Bauval's theory, Turin's papyrus, Manetho's documents, and the ostrich egg, and several other findings that were left unsaid for the sake of the length of this video, but will be discussed in the upcoming episodes. They all date the age of the pyramids and ancient Egyptian civilization to several thousand years before their currently documented age. Even though this theory is very popular and is believed by plenty of people around the world, it is still officially dismissed. This means that by the time King Narmer united the two kingdoms into one at around 3200 BC, pyramids already existed thousands of years earlier. See you the next time. As we've seen, Bauval's theory shakes the very foundation of what we believe about Egypt's ancient past. If the pyramids were indeed constructed as cosmic markers, mapping the heavens, then everything we've written about their origin may need to be rewritten. The question remains, were the pyramids merely the tombs of pharaohs, or were they gateways to the stars, built by a civilization lost to time? With each new discovery, the line between myth and history blurs, pushing us to question what lies beyond the official story. And while mainstream Egyptology may dismiss these theories, the evidence keeps piling up. What secrets remain locked in the stones of these ancient monuments? Join us next time as we continue to unravel the mysteries that the desert has kept hidden for thousands of years.